Welcome to the Departure Lounge, where dreams take flight. On this YouTube channel, we're gonna rock the night with Quizzness Jet. We'll challenge your wit and your brain. Mania brings the beauty, it's a fashion hurricane. Battle like the liveries, the skies are painted gold. We'll take you on a journey, let the battles unfold. And in our live streams, we'll break down the walls, question the norm, and have a damn good ball. Come on down to the Departure Lounge, where we're free, will entertain and inspire. Just you wait and see, from Quizzness Jet to Mania. We'll make you shout in the battle of the live race. We'll never back down. We'll never back down. Battle of the liveries, the skies are painted gold. We'll take you on a journey, let the battles unfold. And in our live streams, we'll break down the walls, question the norm, and have a damn good ball. Come on down to the Departure Lounge, where we're free, will entertain and inspire. Just you wait and see, from Quizzness Jet Mania. We'll make you shout in the battle of the live race. We'll never back down. We'll never back down.
A huge thank you to our channel member, Carl Crawford. Yes. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome along to your Thursday flight night here on the Departure Lounge YouTube channel. Of course, as always, hope you are well. So. Hope you're well. Look what we're on board this evening. Something brand new, something not totally brand new. It's been out for a while. But something brand new on the channel. We are, of course, well, I'm about to sneeze. So there you go. But we are, of course, on board this very evening, the lovely but ugly at the same time, but rather affectionately known as The Shed. We're on the Shorts 330 here in the very, very old school Loganair colours. We're flying from Newquay Airport in Cornwall up to Edinburgh. Flight time on board the Shorts 330 today should be just under 2 hours. I know, crazy, right? Crazy! But we are doing this one this evening. This should be quite fun. Let's just show you whilst we are here. So when you load in, you'll see all the doors are open. So you've got your sort of cargo compartment there for all your bags or children or unwanted people. You can chuck them in there. One set of stairs, You can jump in if you fancy it. And then at the back, more cargo. Oh, not too shabby. Look inside the cabin as we shows a very old school. Here we go. Very old school 2-1 configuration here. With some very retro looking seats. There you go. Of Loganair titles on the headrest there, so not too bad. It's pretty well modelled for sure. These things were never built for beauty. These were built for being an absolute shed. So there you go. That's the Shorts 330. Here's the cockpit. Lots of pretty little things for us to go through. I have only flown, by the way, say hello to, let's go with Timothy. Let's say hello to Timothy today. Timothy is our co-pilot. Lots of pretty little things. Lots of dials, lots of buttons. Lots of things to be pressing here, which I'm sort of a little bit confident with. I'm also not confident at the same time. So we'll see. So we'll say hello to those in the chat, and then we'll get the aircraft set up and ready to go. So joining us this evening, we've got Gemma, we've got Wayne in the chat too, Bernice Thompson. Those lurking in the background, hello to you. And of course, Crawford's on fire. YouTube chat is terrified. Crawford's on fire. Boom. Na, 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 na. Oh yes. Carl Crawford in the chat as well. Evening to Dom, who says, "Who is Loganair?" Who knows? Who knows who Loganair are? But good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Darren Smith as well. Evening to you. Says you dragged out a banger tonight. I did drag out the banger, the shed. That's what we're doing this evening. So, shall we get the aircraft prepped and ready? So I've got to remember, this is the bit I'm not comfortable with. So we'll see. Setting it up is absolutely fine. I can set up the Shorts 360. I haven't ever touched a 330, so I'm figuring it's virtually the same because it looks the same. So I'm thinking it's virtually the same. So in order to do this, we will go for the batteries to be turned on, which are, there's the left one and there's the right one. We'll go left first, Bosch, and right one, Bosch. Happy days. The bar here goes up to internal. And we'll get nav lights started. Nav lights turned on, which would be. This is where I've got to be a bit careful here because I can't quite remember what I'm meant to be pressing. You see, but I'll go for it. Right, lights. We can all learn at the same time, so it's all good. I'm trying to remember where the lights are for this aircraft. I'm pretty sure I've gone past them. In fact, there they are. I can see them already. Right, nav lights on. We've got the generator turned off. So we can turn generators on. God, I hope this is correct. I do. I really hope this is correct. If we go down to the bottom here, we can turn the master switches on. Happy days, we've got some movement at least. We're going off the GPS today. And there is a button you can press in order to swap between nav and GPS, which is right here, which is going to be important for us. What we can do, and I don't know if we'll see passengers, but we can request boarding. And we'll just see what happens. So the flight plan should already be set and ready to go. Right, going through the chat. Dom says it's okay. I'm in the Newquay Tiny Adore Lounge. Aspire Lounge. It's a lovely airport, Newquay, I must admit. Darren says I flew a US Air Express Short 330, Baltimore to Washington in a storm. Was rock and roll, but the boiled sweets handed stopped us puking, and that was rough. Bloody hell. Cool. Music is too loud. Happy days. We'll turn that down then. Is that better for ye? Right. Flight plan sorted. What we'll do in the meantime, we'll turn nav to GPS. Beautiful. Which now means that we are going to be following a GPS. Happy days. Let's hope the battery doesn't turn itself off. It's a very quick and easy setup, you see.
Passengers boarding starting.
We're not going to see passengers, so there's no point in us looking. Right, fuel pump switch is on. Bleed is on fine. Anti-icing we don't need to do just yet. Pitot heat's on. Windshield de-ice on. Cool, no worries. That's what you're here for. You're here to let me know. Cool. 25 passengers boarded. We're not going to see them though. Dom, you're commenting too much because you're excited. Admit it. It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. So, passengers are boarded, ready to go. So, what we'll do is, if we go across here, we'll just zoom in on Timothy. We'll get the door shut. We have a beautiful sunset departure here as well. Yeah, when Dom's in the chat, Dom is in the chat. He's having a hard time with the... Right, inverters are on, which is fine. Got batteries and all sorts, which is pretty good. I'm hoping this works. Do we need to push? In fact, I would say we don't need to push back because we can just swing our asses around, which looks good to me. So, let's go for the start. So what do we want? We want the... First of all, anti-collision lights on. We want the passengers to buckle up. And one would think this should work. So let's... Happy days. If not, we'll work it out together. It'll be fine. So you can hear the engine starting up. We'll pop some prop. Pop them into the middle. And then what we'll do is we'll put propeller 2. No. Sorry. No. Low idle. Here we go. Beautiful. Back over the top, we'll go for the left engine. I'll read the comments in a sec. We'll get the props on. Here we go. Right, so we've got the engines on and running. This is right now turn just things on for the sheer fun of it. I want to say we're good. It's actually a lot easier than I thought. So there's less buttons to press than there are on the Shorts 360, which actually makes my life a little bit easier. Happy days. Right, okay, in that case, let's go taxi lights on. Beautiful, happy days, and let's get out of here. And head on over to Edinburgh. So, parking brake off. Best thing about this thing as well is if you wanted to, you can open up windows and everything, which is pretty neat. We'll turn the fan off because we don't need the fan on. Timothy looks as thrilled as ever to be here. We'll go for parking brake off. We're going to be cruising today at 10,000 feet, which is sort of its minimum. Oh god. Okay, hang on, what have I not done here? Prop lock. Or gust lock, where is that then? It's one thing I haven't done there. Cool. So we should. Yeah, we've got rudder movement now, so we're all good. Now we can move. David, evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. We are on the roll. We are rolling down to runway 30 here at Newquay, so should be absolutely fine. We're going to miss the Ryanair there. Dom says no barra flight today. Then no barra flight. Not today. This is just pure sort of nostalgia for a lot of people who used to fly these, and of course we ourselves. I've flown this off stream, but never flown it on stream. So I figured, why not? She gets up quickly as well, so we've set the flaps. Look at that. The shed, as it's nicely known. Taxiing all the way. So, hope you've had a wonderful Thursday. We are very, very close to Friday and very, very close to the weekend. Let me know how your day was. Carl says it's a very simple aircraft to set up. To me, I've not flown the 330. I've only flown the 360, which is there's a little bit more button pressing with the 360. But 330 looks like it's absolutely fine. We'll know this when we get in the air. We'll know this when we get in the air and everything goes to shit. Dom says Nostalgia is doing the Saab 340 farewell flight only to meet the pilot who watches my videos. Very nice. We can't do Saab 340 because quite simply there isn't one yet. So just rolling out under our own power. Low idle on the throttle. Trundling along nicely. We'll just brake a little bit. Not the quickest of aeroplanes by any stretch of the imagination, which is why flight time tonight is 2 hours up to Edinburgh. We are nearly there and ready for a very, very quick takeoff. It will be a quick takeoff. This one will get in the air very quickly. Does need a lot of speed. David says Newquay to Edinburgh is classed as intercontinental by Loganair. Pretty sure when the Shorts 360 were doing it, I'm pretty sure they class it as a medium haul flight. But there you go. Right, a couple of things we need to do before we depart, and we are departing right into the sun as well. So this should be pretty nice. So we'll put the parking brake on for a sec. We'll just make sure that Newquay has nothing coming in at the moment, which it does not. So the runway is pretty much ours. We are going right into the sunset, which should be pretty nice. If we go to the top here, we'll just go over. We'll set the... We'll go landing lights. We won't do the cabin lights. Do they not? I'm fairly certain. Does it not have? Did it not have strobes? Did it not have strobe lights? Bizarre if they don't have strobe lights. Right, never mind. Right, so I'm going to just turn the mic off here. We're going to put the propellers all the way up to high idle now for takeoff and enjoy the sounds of the Shorts 330 as we depart Newquay for our long haul flight over to Edinburgh. Oh dear. Right, enjoy. Here we go. How about it then? How about that? She was up in a jiffy. She is one noisy goddamn fucking bastard. But there you go. That is the Shorts 360 with a beautiful sunset behind her. Looking superb. So, this is us for the next God knows how long. Awesome sunset behind the aircraft, absolutely. Let's go there, look. So we've got Watergate Bay down here somewhere. Morgan Porth is also around here as well. But yeah, there you go. That is us on the Loganair Shorts 330 for our flight over to Edinburgh. It's going to be a long one. But there you go. That is that's us. That is literally all we need to do. The aircraft is following the GPS, which is fabulous. That's all I wanted. And we are gently climbing all the way through up to 10,000 feet, which is what we're going to be cruising at today. David says, when BA operated the 360 under the Loganair franchise, they offered you earplugs out of a wicker basket on boarding. That is not a joke, they actually did. Darren says, Tom, where is your spade and watering can? In the shed. Dom says, does look like an aircraft from the golden age. It's I'll tell you what, it's not the prettiest of things, but flying it is an absolute delight. I love it. Absolutely love it. Look at that beautiful sunset behind us too. That is stunning. So while people are flying A320s, 319s, the 321, 727s, 777s, we're over here in our Shorts 330, heading over to Edinburgh this evening. Beautiful, look at that. Beautiful, right? Absolutely beautiful. Carl says, asking for a friend, do we get to stop at Manchester? Probably not. Probably not. I think we are going over my neck of the woods, actually. I could probably tell you. In fact, I don't think we're going to be there just yet. No, not yet. But just for purposes, I'm up here somewhere. I live sort of up here somewhere. Beautiful, isn't it? So, as I'm from the area, I can point out a few things for you because I'm nice like that. Darren says, pretty sure the 330 did not have autopilot. It didn't. I will show you why we are using autopilot, because when you buy it, it gives you the option for changing it from nav to GPS. We're following GPS, which allows us to use this, which it would not have had back in the day. This is to help out with people that are buying it. It's like a plug-in and play sort of thing. So, you know. Alright, fun little fact right there. That is Davidstow Airfield. Here is where you buy Davidstow cheese, or rather, that's where it's created. Davidstow cheese. Fun fact about this factory. this one here, this is the main A39 road. This is the factory where the cheese is made. This is the old David Stowe airfield that is now no longer available to fly on or whatever else. David Stowe cheese made in this factory. This factory was fined the biggest fine for a long time for a factory because residents of the area were complaining of a smell that was being emitted from the factory. So there is David Stowe there. If you go, trying to think now. In fact, no. So let's turn it around here. You might not be able to see. If not, I apologise. So this is the factory here. This building here is David Stowe Museum. If you've got a museum, or if you're into museums and you want to know what David Stowe was like during the war, there's a museum right here next to the factory where it has some fascinating bits there as well. It's not the biggest museum in the world, however, it's absolutely fascinating. So we're over at, so we've had Camelford just here. There's David Stowe, which means we are probably headed up towards Bude on the left, and then Holsworthy, where I live, somewhere around here. Beautiful. There you go. So that's us. So quick hellos to those that are joining us. Jim Gemmell, evening to you. Hope you are doing well. Also, I saw in the chat, Alison, evening to you. Says, hang on a shed, flying, a testament to thrust, overcoming drag. Hope everyone is well. I hope you are doing well. So let's just have a nosy on the outside once more. Can I recognise any of this according to the flight sim? No. No, I cannot. No. Don't recognise any of that according to the flight sim. But yeah, this is us for the next hour and a half at least. Darren says, Tom, can we buzz your house Top Gun style? I did find my house, but I don't know if I could find it now. What I'd have to do is fly to where I work and then follow the road up. That's the only way I could find it. But I'm recognising bits and bobs. I recognise this bit because I was up here today, which is like Bideford and Barnstable, Appledore, Instow, Westwood Hoe, that sort of area. Excuse me. I don't know. From the air, I don't recognise any of it. But then again, it's the satellite imagery and whatever else. So that's Bude, I think. So if that's Bude, I think. Don't quote me on this. I believe that's Holsworthy. I would say that's Holsworthy there. I would think. Oh God, sorry. Main road there, house is there. I think it is. I think that's Holsworthy, which means I live somewhere here, I think. Without properly looking into it, that's where I live. Somewhere out there. It's a little village just north of Holsworthy. That's where I live. There you go. welcome to Devon and Cornwall. Mark, hello to you. Hope you're doing well. Flying porter cabin, love it. He says. Hour and a half in a shed, so you're only going 20 miles, says Alison. Touche. Darren says, put your head out the window and listen for the shorts. I don't know who you think I am. I'm not from Chatham, that's for sure. I'm not going to go and capture myself flying over the house that I know isn't actually happening. David says, will we have a layover in Salty Gash? No, we are. That's the other way. That's the other way. It's definitely the other way. It's lovely though. It's a lovely little plane, this. Really, really nice plane. So up top here you've got oh God, I think you've got Bideford first. Along here, somewhere around here is like Saunton Sands, which is, I think, notorious for Hercules landings, I think. From what I can remember. If I zoom in here. That's Bideford. There's a Bideford bit here. Barnstable's a little bit further up. Saunton's there. Correct. Westward Ho is there. No. Why is it so difficult to look at this on the fucking map on here? I'm going to have to resort to a map here. Hang on. I'm going to have to resort to a map. Hang on. Alright, so. Okay, correct. Westward Ho is here. Saunton Sands is here. And then, so Saunton Sands is there. That is where the Hercules used to land for RAF training, because RAF Chivenor is also nearby. And over there is Woolacombe Beach, because Ilfracombe is up top here. Worked it out eventually, thanks to map usage. We're fine. We're fine. So Westward Ho, fun fact for anyone that does pub quizzes, if it ever comes up, is the only place that I can think of, I think, in the world that has an exclamation mark at the end of its name. So Saunton Sands is there. It's about a good couple of mile long beach there. It's beautiful to walk on. And then Woolacombe is here. And Westward Ho is here. That beach there. Alison says, looks like it's at max altitude for a shed, 500 feet. No, we're at 10,000 feet today for our trundle up to Edinburgh. So make the most of the clear weather, because we are going to go into the crap weather that's coming up, or a little bit of fog at least. But there you go. How beautiful was that? Mark says, I assume the flight time to Edinburgh will be a while. Flight time remaining on the flight is 1 hour and 18 minutes. So it is our ground speed is 230 knots. Edinburgh in a shed. It can do it. I've checked the range. Plus, it makes a short flight longer for the stream. Some people call it street smarts. Plus, it gets to showcase the aircraft. I've not flown this. Carl says they'll be flying most of the coast up to the Severn Bridge. and then turning inland. I can tell you where we're going. I believe so, by the looks of it. You can actually have a look at our GPS. Again, I know they do not have GPS, but sue the flight sim makers, honestly. Yeah, so we're going up towards sort of like your Minehead area. We'll be going over the Brecon Beacons. So not quite the Severn Bridge, but we're heading towards Bristol, and then we're going to be taking a left turn to then go up the mainland. Mark says, are there passengers on board, or just a few deck chairs that haven't been out since last summer? I'll probably show you what the cabin is like. Say hello to Timothy, by the way. If you've just joined us, we've given him the name of Timothy. Or more so I did, but that's not the point. There you go, there's your cabin. I mean, we haven't got passengers on board because GSX doesn't show passengers for this plane, so we won't see people. But that is the cabin of our Shorts 330. No, I was thinking you lot would be quite happy with doing something a little bit different on stream. No more cabin for you. You're all moaning. I'm only joking, of course. I know you're not moaning. David says, is that not an invisible Viking sitting in 5A? It must be. Yeah, it must be. Mark's loving it. Oh, don't mock the shed. The shed's fine. No, I know no one's moaning. I know. Just, obviously it's not a jet. I've wanted to do this for a while. We will run it on shorter flights, of course, but I want to kind of do this a little bit longer and see how well it goes. Wayne says, hey, they mocked my Pacer shed last night. It's your turn. Nothing wrong with this shed. Oh god, are we still climbing? Oh lord, why are we still... Well, whoa. Okay, why... Whoa, we are climbing. Why are we climbing? Okay. What did I not do? I know what I didn't do. Did I not arm it? No, it was not armed. Okay, we need to... okay. Do you know, I wondered why we were climbing. We should not be climbing at all. Let's head down. It could probably do it, but I would rather we kept it at where I wanted it to be, which was 10,000 feet. That's what I wanted to do. Selected altitude. That's the one I forgot to press. It's absolutely fine. Carl says, could it handle Penzance to the Scilly Isles? Are you talking about the trains or are you talking about this? Mark says, I take it if we exceed 10,000 feet, there's no oxygen in this plane. I think, to be fair, I haven't flown this for a while, and I probably should have checked it first and gone for the selected altitude. But we're not getting any warnings or whatever else, so I think we're okay. Alison says, I blame Timothy. Shocking monitoring from your FO. I know. Look, I mean, look at him, look. Not interested. He's just happy to be here. But he's just not interested. So we're just we're descending now down to 10,000 feet. That's where I wanted us to cruise today, just so we could see everything. Mark says, Timothy, not so much pilot monitoring as pilot daydreaming. He's enjoying the view. Well, I think that's what it is, but I mean, it's a beautiful sunset, not going to lie. Yeah, I was. See, the thing is, I did some research on the aeroplane beforehand, and I knew. That 10,000 feet would probably be fine. It's just the fact that there was. That's because we were overspeeding. I forgot all about that noise too. Sat there and fucking shit the life out of me. I was like, whoa! Blimey. Right, so we're pulling back on the throttle now as we head down to 10,000 feet into that bit of fog there. I think what it does is as well, it just gives us a little bit of a sightseeing sort of experience as well. So, for example, there's Cardiff Airport right there. There's Cardiff. And then we should see. Is that St Athan? Because I'm pretty sure they're right close to each other, aren't they? So that's Cardiff. That's St Athan there, isn't it? So, again, if I'm correct, with Cardiff being here, I'm trying to think now off the top of my head. That's not Barry there, is it? That's not Barry. Is it? Or is that Barry? I can't remember. What's closest to Barry? Is it this one? Is it? That's Cardiff Airport just going there. Is that sort of? Is it? I'm assuming this whole bit is like Barry and some other bits, right? Barry to the right of the aircraft, so what, like here? Because the planes take off over the bay, I remember that much, so I'm pretty sure it's there, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. Barry Docks going out of shot. Not that one. See? You lot were after a sightseeing flight, and now we've got one whilst doing a passenger flight at the same time. Right, so, Jim, Barry Docks, there, is that right? Oh, hang on. There's Cardiff Airport. So Barry Docks will be like here, right? Yes, but Darren, you make the most of it while you can. The fun begins when it goes dark. Yeah, cool. Happy days. It's on my list of places to go to once again. Haven't been for a few years. Beautiful sunset. Look at that. Doesn't get much more majestic than that. Beautiful. We love that. So I'm looking at people now. There's people flying around in A400s, A321s, you know, all that boring stuff. And here we are in our Shorts 330. We are looking nose down, yes, because we are descending gradually down to 10,000 feet. So rather than rushing the plane down, we're just gently nudging it down to 10,000 feet where we want to be. And again, like Mark said, it's a different pace. Do you know what I mean? We could have done a very quick flight with a 320 and gone straight up to Edinburgh. And then the stream would be done, happy days. But the reason I chose this was because it ekes the stream out more. And we get to enjoy the airplane, and we get to, you know, get to kind of just chill with it. And it's something different. We've not done something like this on the stream. Where we've used the 330. We can do some postal runs with the 360. I've got an idea for that. But it's a different pace. It's lovely. Alison says, look at those lovely square windows. What if can we open them in flight? Oh my goodness, we can. Lovely. See, what's not to love about the Shorts? The amount of fun we can have with the Shorts. I'm thinking I've got some ideas in my head for what we could do. Obviously, the likes of British Midlands used to operate them as well, so we could do some hopping with that, which would be quite nice. Hello. Oh, we're at 10,000. That's why. Happy days. No should start to pull up again in a sec. Right, give me a second. We've got plenty of ideas for this one. East Midlands to Heathrow, British Midlands. We can do some hopping with that. I think that'd be quite nice. Darren says the US Air Force had these, the C-23A Sherpa, which is included in this one. So when you buy the package of the Shorts aircraft, you get the 330 and the 360. And you get cargo, and you get the military versions as well. want to do. Is just find out if we can put some lights on here. Ah, here we go. Lovely, look at those. It's not quite what I had in mind, but I will take it. Oh gosh. Can't read your name, unfortunately, but thank you for subscribing to the channel. Alison says, I'll race you in mine from LHR to East Midlands. I think you'd win maybe twice, 3 times over before I actually get there. So it's a little bit of an unfair advantage, I must say. Okay, so we've got panel lights there. So that fills me with confidence that we should have some panel lights. Oh, where are you? Where are you? Oh, panel lights, oh, panel lights. Do, 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 panel lights. Where are you at? You're not there. Instrument lighting. Oh, okay. Better. That works. That works for me. That too works for me. Oh my gosh, we found it. Look at that. Proper old school. Look at that. Doesn't just light the whole thing up. No, no, no. It lights bits and bobs that you need. Talk about old school. It's like lighting up a Christmas tree for the first time. Majestic. Lewis, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. We are on board. Our beautiful Shorts 360 as the sun goes down. Beautiful. I call it an ugly thing. It's not an ugly thing at all. It really isn't. It's a beautiful little aeroplane. Beautiful shed. Alison says, wow, my memory was working. If you can remember where the strobe lights are, that would be fantastic. Did it even have strobe lights? It's kind of what I want to know at this point. Did it have strobe lights? I'm fairly certain it did. It must have done. Mark says, beautiful summer house. You stop. You stop, you. Overhead bottom center area. Right. Overhead. First one to spot it wins. If you can spot it. Oh, Gemma, just seen it on the group chat. Lights on the bottom right, absolutely. I will take you all the way over to the lights. Those are the lights that are showing, which is the anti-collision. Nav lights are on. Taxi lights are on, even though they shouldn't be, but it doesn't matter. Fan, but there's no sign of strobe lights. Lewis is playing Train Simulator, so he's got us on in the background. No worries at all. We are playing Hunt the Strobes. First one to find strobe lights wins. Because I've looked on the 360 as well. I can't seem to find the strobe lights. Don't know the 360 because I haven't flown that one for a while. Whether it had the option to do it or not, but I can't seem to find anywhere that has a strobe light for this plane. This is cabin lights, which there you go. Cabin lights are on, and then if we flick that off, cabin lights are off. God, I hate about this. So cabin lights are off now. So it's not that. Yeah, it's the IM as well, but I can't. I've looked everywhere. I can't seem to find it. And I would not think it would be anywhere else. The nav light switch might be combined, so I can't flick it up, which is annoying, because my guess would be like, so that's off. But if I flick it on, so I wonder if do I want to do that right now though? We'll leave it, it'll be fine. We're doing alright as it is. Beautiful evening. Just cruising along. I'm just wondering if I need to switch the cursor mode to Legacy, and that might allow me to flick the thing up. Jim, like it. Jim says only the... Why do I recognise the song? Don't know. Only the lonely know how to stream privately to his fans. Only the lonely sit and lurk in the background. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I have no idea. Right, we are currently... we're sort of on the Welsh-English border at the moment. Just like Wayne, I am not going to attempt to announce any of these names because I simply cannot. And I won't. Roy Orbison. That was my first thought. Couldn't work out if it was. So a quick reminder, we go back to slight normal flying tomorrow because we are going to be doing... Ta-da! Yes, we're on a Japanese domestic flight tomorrow from Tokyo Haneda over to Miyako on the 787-8 from Kuro. $7:15 for that one. This one might drag well into the evening. See, I'd quite like to do this on sort of the like a short haul, like American hops as well. I think that'd be quite nice. Jim was right. Only the lowly is the song, and it is indeed Roy Orbison. I've got it in my head. I'm sure it's not how it sounds in my head, but nothing ever sounds right in my head. Just saying. So yeah, let's get some thoughts then, please. Let's get some thoughts then. Try and take it transatlantic. Take a whole weekend, wouldn't it? It's alright, AI Pilot would do that. TJ Turner, evening to you, hope you're doing well. Says, I hope you don't hate the short 330. I kind of like it. Do you know what? I'm with you on this one. I quite like this. This is the type of plane that if I wanted to do like a very short hop from one place to another, just because I wanted to kill a bit of time, this is what I would use. Now that I've sussed it out and everything, well, I could not be happier that I've sussed this out. I'm a big fan of the 330 and 360. 360 is quite nice. The only issue I have with the 360 on this version of it is that it does look very it looks very long, whereas the actual, unless it's the 300 version, but from pictures I've seen of the Shorts 360, it's a lot stumpier than what it actually is on the sim. I'll show you when we do the flight at some point. Beautiful though. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. As we say goodbye to another day. Just sorting out the horizontal line. Beautiful. No, I do. I like the Short 360. It's a lovely plane. Who else did we have there? John Brown, hello to you. John Brown says, I flew in one of these from Vancouver to Seattle in the 90s. Low and slow, but great for sightseeing. That's why we've used it, for sure. Hope you're well. Welcome to the stream. TJ Turner also said the 360 looks just as long as the ATR 42. The way it's modelled in the sim, it looks like it's too long. It looks like it's way too long, and it's weird. Doesn't look right. Lee Class, evening to you. Hope you are doing well. Welcome to the stream. Jim says, take one fridge, add square wings, a square tail assembly, square windows, add wheels and engines. Job done by Shorts. Do you know what? I quite like it. I do like this. I do like this a lot. It's just nice as well because it's just, you know, you don't need to rush anything. The aircraft's just doing its thing. And I think it'd be great fun to fly it from like doing hops with it. So like doing, I don't know, the idea in my head is like Heathrow to East Midlands to like Manchester or Liverpool or something like that. I don't know. I really like this. I do. Problem is, there's not a great deal of liveries. Faroe Islands. Faroe Islands might be a bit of a stretch. Well, you could do it from Scotland, possibly. Scotland to Faroe Islands. You can do the same flights you do with a Britain Norman Islander. The Islander I haven't used for a while either. Do like the Islander. See? So many planes. So many planes, so little time. Alison says, I take the mick out of it, but it's an iconic classic. Do you know, I do. The problem what I've got is, for me, as much as it's slower than the ATR on my thing doesn't work. I don't know why, it just doesn't work. So this is a nice little alternative to kind of be like, okay, you want to do like your short, you know, prop flights and everything else with windows that open. Windows are open mid-flight. Then this is a nice little plane to use, and you can do it for hopping from here, there, and everywhere else. So, you know, I think it'd be quite nice to do some more. The problem I find is if I have a nosy and go for shorts, and I go for. Okay, right, so what I want to do is I want to show, in fact, I'll do it in picture form so you can see the model of the 360 and you can tell me if this is right or not. Because I don't think it is, personally. It looks way too long. Excuse me. Lee Class gifting 1 Departure Lounge membership. Thank you so much. It went to Steve Young. Thank you for your generosity there, Lee. Much appreciated. EMA to Isle of Man, then to Dublin. I mean, there's always that. Or Heathrow to... Yeah, pretty much like that sort of thing. Heathrow to EMA to Isle of Man, or, you know, adding on to that as well. Gemma says windows are open intentionally, not a Boeing, is it? Ooh, shots fired. Let's chuck that in there. Wayne! Wayne! What have you done? Why is that so small? Why is that so small? What have you pressed? What was that? Who's touched that then? Right, it's another thing that's going to have to go on lock. Because Wayne can't be trusted. That was full screen. Why is that changed? Right, should we try that again? Better. I'm going to have to start locking things down so Wayne don't touch them. Why was that so tiny? What else has he touched? Thankfully he's not touched that, so it's alright. Right, so I will show you what I mean here. Right, there you go. Now, is that too long? No, Wayne, the on the sources section, the bit for the mean board was shrunk like it was a webcam or something. Pretty sure you touched it. Tell me about this one, please. Is this one? Does it look like it's modelled well, or is it modelled too long? David says the bit between the last window and the start of the tail is a bit out, I think. That's what's throwing me off. I've seen pictures of the Shorts 360. It does not look that long. So I want those that have seen the Shorts 360, because I'm fairly certain it is never this long. I'll just make that a bit bigger for you. There you go. It's a little bit bigger. We'll make that work. Gemma coming up with 1 Departure Lounge membership. Going to LDR in flight. Gemma, thank you for your continued support, and welcome to the Members Lounge, LDR in flight. So the bit I'm looking at is, as David points out, the bit where the last window/door is, and sort of the beginning of the tail. It looks like it's just been stretched. So maybe I'll find another picture. Hang on. Maybe that might help as well, because we're looking at one picture. These are obviously, I'm just looking at liveries at the minute for the 360, but I just want to, I want to compare, you see? But I've got to do it with pictures that kind of show it off the way I want it to be shown. Right, so. Okay, so this is on flightsim.2. So here we go. So this is a real picture of the shorts, right? You can see where I'm where my issues are with it, okay? So I'm looking at sort of this back end here. There's not a great deal between it. But then if I go here, how well can you see that? You can see all of it. Can you see the problem? Or am I talking shit? Am I talking rubbish at this point? See it? I'll keep doing it. I'll keep going back and forth. Fizzy, hello to you. Says interesting aircraft. Yes, we are on the shorts 330, not 360. We're just looking at 360 because I think it just looks a bit weird. David says you often do talk shit, but not this time. I'm with you on it being out of proportion. Thanks, David. Thanks, David. Gemma says there's a little bit more body under the rear door. This is what I'm looking at. I don't know if my mouse is showing it. Here's what I'm looking at. So you've got to start the tail and the door here. There's not much of a gap, and it looks all in proportion because this is a real picture. The moment you change it to that, there's the door, there's the start of the tail. It's way too long, and the tail doesn't look right. Do you know what I mean? That's the only thing that lets the 360 down on the fact that they've modelled it. 330 is fine. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, maybe I should find another picture. I'll find another picture while we're flying here. We've still got, by the way, 52 minutes before we are due to land. We are coming up to the south of Wrexham. No, don't apologise. You're all good. You're all good. This is why I want opinions. Because to me, when I'm flying it, it doesn't look right, and I don't know why. It just does not look right. So let me find another livery that I can show it off, maybe. Will this work? This might show it off properly. This is another downloadable livery. Yeah, TJ Turner hits on the head. There's like an extra row of seats behind the window. There's too much space. Too much space. So when I fly the 360, I'm a bit like, because I like the 360. I think it's a lovely looking plane. However, I don't think they've got it correct here. So I just wondered your opinions, whether I'm correct or whether I'm wrong. So Jim's very kindly provided 2 pictures of that short 360 aeroplane from American Eagle from either angle. That looks correct to me. It just looks like there's way too much of a stretch at the back. Oh no, don't get me wrong, TJ doesn't ruin it for me either, but it just looks like it's way too long. I will still fly it, of course I will, because there are things to use for it. Can I draw on this? Can I draw? I'll tell you what, I'll go for a screenshot. You might be able to still see this. So what I'm looking at is this section here. If you take that out, that probably looks better. Oh, you can't see that, can you? Never mind. Ignore me. You can't see what I've just done there. But I'm looking at this section here. It just looks like this is not necessary. But you know, it's fine. I don't know. It's up for discussion. Talk amongst yourselves. Doesn't stop me from flying it, not whatsoever. It just looks to me like it's a stretched version of the 360. The 360 to me should be short, should be like more stumpy looking. Does that make sense? All right, so more things to recognise. Currently flying near Chester at the moment. With Liverpool Airport. Can you see it yet? Right there. There you go. If we zoom in, there's Liverpool Airport right there. Manchester, I believe, is over here somewhere. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty little setup. This, don't mind it so much. That would strike me as Manchester Airport there. I would say that's Manchester there. Fact. I would say it is. Are we going to see the Blackpool illuminations? First of all, are we flying anywhere near Blackpool? We are. Well, we won't see the Blackpool illuminations themselves. We'll be flying over Wigan and Bolton. Looks like we're going to be heading towards Blackburn as well. We might see bits of Blackpool, but we won't see the illuminations. I don't think they are. In fact, Blackpool's like over here. So probably not. Fizzy's asking, tomorrow's stream is ANA 787. It is. Yeah, we're sort of going more inland, I believe. Don't know. Like I say, it won't put me off flying the short 360. I just thought it was a bit weird that it just looks a bit out of proportion. But like I said, it's up for debate. It's a nice little debate to have. Whether it was just me, because it's something that's been playing on my mind, so I didn't know if anything had. If you know, wanted kind of your opinions on it. Alison says, make sure your wheels are up. Being that low over Liverpool, wouldn't want them nicked. Sorry, Liverpool. Those are the views of Alison, not me. But shots are well and truly fired. Jim says, big switch on for the illuminations tomorrow night. Definitely. So we are due to land down in Edinburgh at 9:30. I think this has been quite a fun little stream. Don't know about you. I've thoroughly enjoyed this one so far, and if you have enjoyed the stream so far and enjoyed getting involved in the banter and everything else, do feel free to drop us a like. It helps the channel out immensely. In fact, it helps us out a lot more than you think. Should have some more classic aircraft coming up next week. Schedule is going to be a little lighter next week as well. You'll have Wayne twice for next week as well. In fact, we've got a light there. Is that... No, window shut. In fact, I think that is. There's Blackpool Airport there. Could be one to potentially look at as well for doing some old school operations into Blackpool. In fact, no, tell lie. Sorry, that's not Blackpool. That's not Blackpool at all. Curious now. It's towards the coast, which it is. So it is, and then down here somewhere. So that, okay, so that's Blackpool there. Down here is Wharton, I believe. BAE Wharton is down here. Yeah, I can see it now. So Wharton's here. Blackpool is there, where all the Typhoons and that are built. Getting a bit nipply outside now, so we'll just shut the window. Lovely little sightseeing flight. We like this. We like this a lot. Glad we did this tonight. Yeah, Wharton Aerodrome is what we saw. It's 2 lots placed there, 2 lots there. Jim says, "Oh man, do we really have to?" I mean, you don't have to, Jim. Never have to do anything, Jim. It's always an obligation. It's never mandatory. So Preston, for I think who was asking about Preston? Mark was asking about Preston. I believe ahead of us is Blackburn. And then to the left here, where we can find... So there's... Okay, so it makes a bit more sense now. There's Wharton. There's Blackpool. And I believe Preston is down here. I am correct. This is Preston. Preston there. Wharton Aerodrome there. Blackpool Airport there. Lovely. Dave says, Alison, if you think that's bad, wheel clamps are provided by ATC for any aircraft unlucky enough to be over stopping in Dundee. Shots fired towards the Scots. Lewis says, waiting for 2 days. Don't know how I feel about that. Sorry. I think I need to cut my schedule back a little bit for next week. But we will do some classic stuff next week as well, some classic aeroplanes. So with, of course, the nights drawing in now as well, these sort of flights will be few and far between as the winter months roll in, because it'll be pretty much pitch black from the time when we start our streams. So make the most of the European sunset streams. Whilst you can. Carl says, any? I know I keep asking, but any update on the Vulcan yet? I need to download it again and just find out what's clashing with it. There's something that's clashing with the Vulcan that's giving it the really crappy textures, like the pink, like what's the word? Pink checker textures. So I've got to see what's clashing with it. So I will look into it. And Alison says, pitch black. Welcome to my world, Tom. Thank you. It's lovely to be in your world. Lovely to be in your world. Oh God. Oh, Timothy, are you still there, Timothy? Timothy is still there. He's right here, but you can't see him. So, key question, of course, as always. What did you have for your tea? I had sausages and mash and some gravy. They were lovely. They were very nice. What did you have for your tea? Alison says Timothy is asleep. Well, he's there somewhere. You can just about make him out. He's there. He's probably nodded off. Bless him. It's been a long day for him. If I turn the cabin lights on, then we get to see him. There he is. Hello, Timothy. And then if we slide doors back, boom, cabin lights are on. Alison had Singapore chow mein, excellent choice by the way, beautiful choice. And curry sauce, very nice. Carl says potato pops, chicken nuggets, and beans. Lovely, lovely little bit of mishmash. I've woken him up. Okay, I'll close the door and I'll turn the lights off so that Tim. No, he's still asleep. No, he's still asleep. He's sort of nodding off again. All right, we'll leave him. Sorry, Timothy. We'll turn the lights off. There we go. Sorry, Timothy. Lee had chicken pasta and gravy. Love chicken pasta and gravy. That's an interesting choice. Mark says chicken breast, rice and salad. Beautiful. Dom was asleep then. Sorry. That's because I opened the cabin door. I really like this plane. I don't know about you. I don't know what your impressions of it are now that we're sort of, you know, we've flown it for a bit. But I really like this plane. This is providing me with a lot of fun. Can't land it for shit, but yeah, we're all loving the shed. I'll tell you what, let me see if I can find the liveries that it comes with. Give me a sec. I'll show you what we got here. It comes with quite a few liveries, the shed. Let's have a look. 330. Two secs. What do we want? That one. Yes. Oh god! Oh, here we go. Please be a good thumbnail. You are not a good thumbnail. Okay. That's a funky looking livery. Fizzy said you deserve more. Fizzy says you deserve more subscribers, man. I enjoy watching your streams. I appreciate you for saying that. Thank you so much. That is that's very kind. I do appreciate it. Okay, screw that idea. I'm going to go and do a different idea here. So we've got 35 minutes to go. We're at 114 nautical miles away. It sounds like it's quite a way away, but it's not. We've got plenty of time yet. So let me show you some of the liveries that you can download instead. Seems to be the easier option. So, here we go. Air Europe Express, if anyone remembers that. Gemma says I had ham sandwiches for my tea. Couldn't be bothered to cook tonight, as I was making some to take with me for my dinner tomorrow. I made a couple extra. Love a good ham sandwich. Yeah, Fizzy, thank you for the kind words. Do appreciate it. Feel free to share the channel with other people. If that's how you feel free to share it around. Get some more eyes on the channel. Why not? So Air Europe Express, if anyone remembers them, I'll show you a few more screenshots just while we're cruising here. Gemma says proper sliced ham too, none of that mashed up manufactured stuff. It's always the best though. Always the best ones. Right. So from there we go to another really fascinating livery. Ta-da! Got your Titan Airways. Comes with there's a few other colour schemes of this Titan one as well. I think it's a blue and yellow. I think. Quite smart looking, I think. Alison says forgot Titan had them. So you can see what we're doing here. Excuse me. Here's the blue and yellow version. What do you think of this one? Pretty neat, right? There's your Loganair one that we've done. Air Alderney. Nice little throwback. I think Lee mentioned this one. I've got this one downloaded. How nice is that? I think that's dead smart. I really like that. Do some island hopping with that. Someone was after this earlier. Lee was the one, yep, British Air Ferries. I like this one, I like this a lot. Dead smart, that. Really like that. There's some more here. BAC Express. There's another one of the Titans. Almost Saudi looking, doesn't it? Dead smart, like that. Here's one for those that remember this as well. Got this one there downloaded. TNT. Oh, David. Just a small selection. Of some 360, sorry, some 330 liveries that you can download. It does come with British Caledonian as well. There's a British Caledonian livery for this. Manx. That's the Isle of Man thing, not the abbreviation for people from Manchester. Manx. Manx Airlines, the Isle of Man one. I think Lee also mentioned Gill Airways, or Gill Airways, however you want to pronounce it. And maybe last one for anyone that remembers this, because I certainly don't. There you go, might do some South End stuff with that. Does look like brown paper bags actually. I've just seen that. Good call. Mark's asking where we're at now. We are coming up to Penrith. In fact, if we go outside. Penrith, I believe, is there. So that's Penrith. Lee says with Guernsey and BAF you could. Remind me please, because I think that'd be a fun one to do. Please remind me. Oh, forgive me. Sorry. Sorry. My bad. Penrith is here. Oh, in fact, no, sorry, tell a lie. No, it's not. We've passed it. That's Carlisle. Carlisle is there. Traffic looks bad on the A1. Thankfully I don't have cars on the game because I had disabled those. But yeah, Carlisle's here. So Carlisle Airport should be around here somewhere. Can't see it yet. Dom says Carlisle, the most Scottish sounding place in England, because historically it was Scottish. David says, I had to take a client trip from Aberdeen to Newcastle on a Gill Air. Is it Jill or Gill? Shorts 360 years ago. It was 15 women visiting the Metro Centre the week before Christmas. One of the worst days of my life. You poor bastard. There we go. There's Carlisle Airport. David says Gill as in kill or bill. Yeah, but is it a J or a G? That's what I want to know. So Gill. Yeah, that's fine. Gill Airways. Gillair, call the police. Jim says so, not as in some shite football team. Well, that's what I was hoping it wasn't. David says, Mark says Westfield in Stratford, hell on earth. Alison says, you think Metro is bad? Try Meadow Hell for Christmas. I think I've been to Westfields like once, and there's probably a reason why I didn't go again. I'll leave that for your imaginations. 20 minutes to go before our epic journey from Newquay over to Edinburgh comes to an end. It's been nice and chilled tonight. Quite liked it. I hope you have too. Reminder that tomorrow we are back with Tokyo Haneda to Miyako on a Japanese domestic route with the 787-8 tomorrow. We're revisiting that one. And Saturday we are doing the watch along of Gillingham against Chesterfield from League 2 from 12:30, and then it's games night in the evening. We are doing GeoGuessr. And we will be live on Twitch with that one as well. There's no actual show from us on Sunday, it's our free show, so we have the evening off on Sunday. But we do have 2 watch-alongs to do on Sunday. Celtic Rangers. Start time at 12:15, and then Manchester United against Liverpool. The start time of 3:30. It's good fun. Yeah, it's all fun and games. You haven't got to be a know-it-all to play play GeoGuessr. Don't need to be a brainiac. David's asking when the next quiz. Next quiz is the 15th of September. We have a special guest joining us. So Sunday the 15th of September for the quiz. We have a very, very special guest taking part. So there are places available for the quiz. David, funnily enough, I have your name down already for it. Alison says I'm not special. Ah, you're always special. Gemma says, can't you put the quiz back a week so I can join in? Unfortunately, because of this person's schedule, it's the only day they're free. It is the only day they are free. I'm very excited about this special guest. Oh shit! What did I just press there? See the nice sort of close-up detail here. It's not totally perfect, but it is pretty decent. Dom, if you want to take part in the quiz, you are more than welcome to. David says, is Emma Royd free? Depends on their busy schedule, you know what she's like. She's not feeling under the, she's not feeling under pressure. She's always under a man, so down to her busy schedule. So we're 10 minutes away. We'll start to descend a little bit more in a bit. Should be 3:15 if I'm still worthy. You are more than welcome. Don't worry. You're more than welcome to join in. Alison says, you know what is missing? Dirt. I've never seen a flight deck that clean. Most manufacturers don't, most developers don't add dirt for some reason. One or two do, but not all of them do. Or not many. going to take ourselves down now to 8,000 feet. Landing lights back on now. Let's have a look at see what she looks like with them on outside. Very spaceship looking. Yeah, Dom, no worries. Altitude alert. Days. Is this quiz with the chili beans, or has it been pushed back to Halloween? I think we'll do it on Halloween. I think. Gives us a bit more time to prepare for it. Where are we going? One would assume we're going to turn right again in a sec. Yeah, don't worry, Dom. We're not doing it that. We're not doing the current quiz like it. Don't worry. Find this interesting at the moment. We're heading backwards towards TLA. How far is it? Ah, fuck that. I fucked that for a bag of skips. Right. Here we go. We're going to do this ourselves. Don't understand why we're going backwards. Gemma says I've still got the chili beans waiting. Yeah, don't worry, we're going to do that for sure. To correct the flight plan there. Mark says our cream eggs not a thing anymore. They're always a thing. We love the cream eggs. So, if you managed to catch up on the Champions League draw that took place today in the new format, there are some cracking games. To come. Lots to look forward to on that. We'll sort of watch alongside things. Lee says, can you still buy them in packets this time of year? I would think so. If you looked on Amazon, I reckon you could probably find some. Yes, you can. You can still buy them. You can buy them in there plentiful. Goodness me, can you buy them? Yep, cream eggs are still available according to Amazon. I've just looked. Yeah, 31 quid for 24. Bit on the pricey side. But our mammoth journey to Edinburgh is soon going to come to an end. We are 26 nautical miles away. Yeah, see, places like Amazon are going to be your best shout for that sort of thing. Buy cream eggs in their bulk. I see lights there. That is possibly our airport. It is not our airport. Our airport is over in the distance there somewhere. Actually, is it? Oh, it could be actually. That is Edinburgh Airport, yeah. The blue lights that you saw there's Edinburgh. So let's very gently take her down to 6,000. Mark says, looking like you're heading towards the 4th. We are currently, looks like we're pointed towards Bonnyrig and Musselburgh. We'll get the landing replay on ready. Should come to a very quick stop as well tonight. Very quick. So there's Edinburgh Airport right there. Rob Brown, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well, just in time for the landing. Lee says, funny when the shops are finished for Christmas stuff, they all have Easter eggs. Everything seems to be a little bit earlier this year. Especially with Christmas stuff already. Look at our route here. Looks like it's got us going up and round, so we've still got a bit of time yet. Before we think about doing anything to do with landing ratings. What I can say for the moment is welcome to Edinburgh. Once again, let's get some Scottish air inside us. That's enough Iron Brew air for now. Rob says not enough to go through, but Killy drew 1-1 each, one each with Copenhagen. Yes, meanwhile Chelsea lost 2-1 to Servette, but Chelsea go through on aggregate. So closer and closer to landing here at Edinburgh. Hope you enjoyed the stream. We'll see if we can sign off with some buttery goodness for you tonight. We will then hand fly the approach. Here we go, looks like we're coming in. Gentle turns over Edinburgh there. There's our airport. Take the long approach because why not? Get our aircraft down to 4,000 feet. We'll then handle the approach ourselves. Right, I suppose. Why not go for some landing ratings while we are here? Edinburgh in the distance just there. So what do we reckon? What are we going to do this evening with the landing rating, please? We can land long as well in this one because it is a very quick stopper. Lisa's 199, Gemma 156. Lewis is back just in time for the landing and goes for a 147. Wayne 167. Car 130 Mark 186. Arming the approach mode. Jim 135. Alison just shrugs her shoulders. Right, first batch of flaps going in, why not? Get the replay going as well, just so we've got it already set. Pause the music. Aircraft on turn. Gear coming out. What we can do. Disengage the autopilot. Go for the full flaps and we'll start to drop the nose. Rob says, did you remember to pack the Durex asking for a friend? Possibly. Replay is on. We are just dropping the aircraft down. David says 330. The only one that didn't go for the under 200 mark. Now all we've got to do here is been a perfect flight. Please, let's hope it's behaved itself. Please behave yourself. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we can do. on, please behave yourself. Whoa! Whoa! Oh god. Down. Come on then. Boshed it. That'll do. It's a long runway, so we'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Got there in the end. Whoosh. Let's just get the that'll do. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Edinburgh. Yeah, to be honest, it's my first time properly actually flying this. So the little like micro stutters do not help with me trying to like manage the controls. There's a little bit. You'll see on the replay, it was a bit like that. But I'll take it. Alright, 116. Valanta has it down at a very smooth 79. Either way, it were a butter. So we're just taxiing under our own power at the moment. It's difficult to land it, you know. Very difficult. But we managed it. And that is all that matters. So we completed our flight from Newquay to Edinburgh. If you want to see some more of this aircraft or the Shorts 360, then be sure, if you haven't done already, to obviously feel free to hit the like button. It shows me that this aircraft is well wanted on this channel. We'll go to the remote stands, why not? Lee's enjoyed what he's seen today. Lewis says thanks, Tom. Everyone going for the butter emoji as well. Buttery goodness, that's what we like. We'll see just how roller coastery the landing was. I'll get used to this plane, I'm sure. When going for the butter. We'll play in a sec. Carl says, can't wait for the next flight in the shed. It's been awesome. Been good actually. I've actually really enjoyed flying this on a short flight, but it's a long one because of the aircraft. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you have too. To anyone that's leaving us, thank you so much for watching. For those that are staying, you're about to get the replay. Once we've parked up on a remote stand. Don't forget tomorrow, ANA 787 from Tokyo Haneda to Miyako. I would say there. Oh, judged it beautifully. That'll do. Alright, boys and girls. Let's end the flight on Volanta. Volanta had it down at minus 79 feet per minute. Let's review it. How long were we in the air for? 2 hours and 4 minutes. But well worth it. Really enjoyed that. Hope you did too. You know what that calls for.
150, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Why, man, I tell you, that was utter butter. That was. Going down the tune after that.
Alright, it is time to get ourselves the f out of here. So let's do what we need to do. Let's get the traffic turned off. Let's have the time turned all the way back. So we can see it during the day. Let's take that off there and let's get the replay going. I will skip the replay to the point of landing, but boys and girls, thank you so much for watching. Look after yourselves and each other. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Back tomorrow from 7:15 with the ANA 787 flight. All that's left to say is have a wonderful Friday. Take care of yourselves. And from all of us here at the Departure Lounge, it is a good night. And a bye-bye for now. Take your shit and fuck off. Bye everyone.